So today we are talking about prediction, foresight and forecast, because prediction is a very common word being used in industry, especially in the context of AI and data and big data. So let's clarify the doubt on what is prediction and how forecast happens, or what is a forecast and how you differentiate a forecast from prediction as well as with foresight. Prediction is a very definitive method of telling that this is going to come. So when we say we predict, that means we are actually trying to tell in a shorter period of a time that this is something which is very definite and we are sure that that is going to come. Whereas in context of fashion, normally predictions don't work because predictions are useful for data-oriented fields. Like for example, if you're talking about production, there you can predict because there are numbers, numerics and everything. But fashion is more into, it's a human experience, it's a human expression and emotion. So in fashion, there are two very common words being used where most of the industries are using this word called fashion forecast. Again, when we talk about forecasting is also a quantitative process where generically we normally use numbers to forecast. For example, if you're talking about weather forecast, we have a historical data, we have numbers, numerics, and then the data refers to a shorter period of a time of informing. For example, a forecast should not be more than 3 months to maximum 8 to 9 months, because that is the period where you can forecast something more precisely. Whereas foresight is a long-term vision where we try to see all the kind of scenarios which can emerge within our time frame and how human mindsets will change and evolve. So when we talk about foresight, it is more closer to the context of fashion because it's about disruption, about emotions, about different scenarios at one period of a time and in pretty longer period of a time, because fashion is no more about garments, it's also about human behavior. It's also about the kind of gastronomy or the food culture coming up. So normally in VisioNxt, we use both the words. When we are talking about something called like a micro trend, we try to predict because micro trends are easier to predict. Whereas when we are talking about mega or macro, we normally foresight, we don't forecast, because we understand that a hybrid model looks better. So we do use data as a supportive information from the ground. And also we use human intuition to understand how human behavior will evolve with time. So that's what foresight is supposed to do.